Nick, I tell you what, you've got to do better than 860 to 880 on that payment. I ain't paying that much. Come on.
All right, Steve. Well, I understand your concern about the high monthly payment, but
Go on.
I understand your concern about the high monthly payment, but what you have to understand too is that that payment is kind of a forced savings almost, just because a lot of people won't take this into consideration, but after the 60 months, once you own your vehicle outright, after you mail that last payment to the bank, they're going to mail you back the title to your vehicle.
Right.
So after 60 months, the residual value on one of these, as we discussed earlier, Acuras hold their values extremely well. The residual value on this after 60 months is going to be a little over 40%. With that being said, at a payment of $860 a month over 60 months, we're looking at a 55,000 MSRP, and with 42%, your vehicle value once it's paid off will be right around, let's do 55,000 times 42%, comes out to 23,100. So again, this is with the vehicle in average condition. If you don't drive it a lot, you take super good care of it, it might be worth more. If you beat it up, it might be worth less. But once you get that title mailed to you, 23,000 is right around the number you'd be looking at. So if you divide that up over 60 months, that's $385 of your monthly payment that is going towards the title of your vehicle. So you go ahead and subtract 385?
Mm-hmm.
You go ahead and subtract the 385 from 860, and you're looking at a adjusted monthly payment of 475. Doesn't that seem a lot more reasonable? Now, if you want to just all that being said, if you wanted to sign at the bottom here, we can get the paperwork started.
Okay. All right. Love the way you went straight for the reclose. That's the most important part of it. All right. First part's a little rough.
Yeah.
It's all in how you set it up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If we don't set it up right, none of the numbers will mean anything to the customer.
Yeah.
Step one, empathize. Hey, I hear you, Steve. Man, everybody wants a lower payment. I'd want a lower payment if I were you too. So just agree with it. Isolate. Other than the payment, though, everything else fine. Nothing else stops you from taking this MDX home today, correct? Yeah, fix my payment. Okay, well, look, everybody knows automobiles are depreciating assets. But what most people don't know is there is that there is a savings aspect to every car payment you make. Sounds crazy, but let me show you what I mean. Then you want to write it down right in front of the customer. 860 at 60 months. Now, I'm going to put the MSRP here. You're not paying that. We emphasize the discount again, okay? You're not paying that, but there's a reason I'm putting the MSRP there. The reason I'm putting the MSRP there is because that's how residuals are calculated. Now, you may have heard of a residual referred to if you ever leased a car. But there are plenty of consumer-oriented websites out there that will predict the percentage of the MSRP the car will be worth at a fixed point in the future. Okay, American Leasing Guide, KBB, Edmunds. For the MDX, they say the average residual, or what it's worth 5 years later from the day you drive it off the lot, is 42%. Now, by the way, it could be worth a lot more than that if you take great care of it. On the other hand, if you don't take such great care of it, it could be worth a lot less. So try to take care of it. But what happens is you make your $860 a month payment, which I know you don't want to make, nobody does. But at the end of the 5th year, something comes back to you, and it's called the title. It's free and clear. I tell you what, let's do a couple quick calculations here and see what that title will be worth to you, so you can determine what your true net payment is. Okay, and then and by the way, shove the calculator over to the customer. Let the customer bang
numbers in.
the keys, right. Okay, so just throw that at me, this time. All right? All right, Nick, you gotta do something about that payment, $860 a month ain't gonna get it done for me, my man.
All right, Steve, I understand your concern about the payment. Obviously, no one wants to write a check for $860 a month. But what a lot of people don't understand is that a car payment is almost like a fixed savings account in that after you mail the 60th check out to the bank, what they're going to send you back is a free and clear title in your name. And typically, there's a lot of resources out there that will tell you what your car is going to be worth at a fixed point in time several years from now. American Leasing Guide, Kelley Blue Book, Edmunds. After 60 months, your MDX will be calculated to be worth about 42%. It could be more than that if you keep it in great condition and maintain it well. It could be less than that if you don't take good care of it. The
Yeah.
typical value for a MDX after 60 months is going to be 42%. Again, that's calculated by the MSRP. That doesn't even include the discount that we already given you on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to show you here is, if you want to just punch the numbers in yourself,
Sure.
off of the 55,000 sticker price of the vehicle, 42% of that after the 60 months would be what?
23,100.
All right, 23,100. Now that is going to be the approximate worth of the title once it's mailed to you.
Write down 23,100 down below the title down there, okay?
Now, if you would just divide that by 60 months,
315. 385, sorry.
385. All right, now that's the number of dollars every month when you make your monthly payment that's going to go towards the title. The entire 860 is going towards the bank, but again, that 385 is going to come back to you as savings 60 months later. Now, taking that into consideration, if you would just subtract the 385 from the 860 monthly payment,
475.
all right, so your adjusted payment every month is going to be $475.
Your net payment.
Your net payment every month is going to be $475. Doesn't that seem much more reasonable? If you wanted to sign at the bottom here, keeping that in mind.
Good. Okay, better. I need you to make better use of this sheet, okay? All right, 860 at 60, all right? Okay, there it is down there too. I'm gonna use the MSRP, even though you're not paying it, because that's how residuals are calculated. KBB, ALG, Edmunds says that 42% of this will be what your vehicle will be worth on average 5 years from now. Again, it can be worth more. If you take good care of it, it can be worth less if you take not so good care of it. That means you're going to get a title back in the mail after you write your last $860 check that's worth $23,100. Okay, and now this is just like a share of stock. You can borrow against it, you can trade it, or you can sell it. So I know you don't want to write an $860 check, but it's going to go to the bank. But however, part of that money ain't going to stay in the bank. Okay, in fact, take $23,100, divide it by 60, and you get $385. That means $385 of every payment you make is going towards your free and clear title, which literally is, again, like a share of stock. And you know what? There's one other really cool consideration. 23,100, multiply 23,100 times 6 1/4, 6.25%.
What was that number again?
23,100 times 6.25%.
1443.
Okay. That's what, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Kim. That's the tax credit you're going to get if you trade the car in. Not just us, but anybody else. So if we take 1443, divide that quickly by 60.
That can't be right. I don't know what I did.
$24 maybe. So you got another $24, okay, going towards your title right there. All right, and the crazy part about this is, you know, if you take your net payment of 475, okay, which is a heck of a lot better than 860, but this is the really cool part. This is the really cool part. That means you're driving that MDX, and this is almost laughable, for $15.83 a day. That's crazy, isn't it? Okay? That's all it's costing you. And by the way, then you end up with a $23,000 piece of paper. Hey, okay, this right here, so we need your car cleaned up. I mean, you can see how much fun you can have
Yeah,
with this?
yep.
I mean, you could, once you get comfortable with the numbers, you need to watch my videos multiple times, okay? And if you're watching them, because you know me, you can text me or call me and say, hey, I don't get this one part. I don't understand this. And I'll answer the question.
Yeah.
All right? Take advantage of that. All right, do it again. Come on. You can do better than that. I know you can. All right, 860. I told you I could pay maybe 800, 8 and a quarter. I can't do 860.
All right, Steve, I totally understand. Nobody wants to write an $860 check every month. So, 860 at 60 months. Now,
Other than the payment, everything else is cool.
Other
Nothing
than
else
the
stops you
payment.
from taking the new MDX home today, right?
yeah, other than the payment, there's nothing that's going to stop you from taking this vehicle, right?
Absolutely not.
All right. Now, there.
Everybody knows cars depreciate. Most people don't think about it this way, but the car payment's actually a savings account in and of itself. Sound crazy? Let me show you what I mean. Because you want to get them leaning in.
Yeah.
You want to say, savings account. I mean, I've had people go, wait, you out of your damn mind? I said, sir, watch this. It's really cool. Again, I guarantee no one's ever showed this to you. And they'll start leaning in. Then I'll slide the calculator over here. Okay? And then they get into it. And then they see it 475. Well, shit, that's a whole lot better than 860. I said, don't forget, now, you're still going to be writing that 860 check, okay? But just remember, only 475 is going towards your car. But you got to get smooth.
Yeah.
Takes practice.
Yep.
I'm thinking, based on what I've seen this week, that you and Danielle should role play together. Because she doesn't know anything right now. But I like her. Yeah, I mean,
She's enthusiastic.
she's got
She's got a great personality.
yeah, she's got what you've got, the it factor that you can't coach into anybody. I mean, you either got it or you don't. It's a trait.
Yeah.
A skill can be coached. A trait is what it is.
Yeah.
You bring it to the dance, and you can't do anything about it. She's got the it factor. You've got the it factor as well. Tom's got the it. Tom's a real enthusiastic guy.
Yep.
Okay. You two should role play together.
I'll work on the closes.
Yeah.
Work on presenting
She's
the
not here
numbers.
today, is she?
I think she is actually.
Go down there and see if you can find her.
You want me to bring her up?
Yeah, tell her to bring her up.